New Mercedes AMG G63, first drive.
The G-Class still has the image of brutal car. For the first view, it looks like it's not so many upgrades outside. New LED headlamps, new grille light bumpers, but for the 2018 edition, the rugged SUV has undergone its most significant transformation ever. The body is 170 kg lighter than in previous. The rigid body shell is now made of a variety of steel grades, while the wings, bonnet and doors are made of aluminium. The torsional rigidity of body was increased by around 55%. New G-Class is longer and wider. The G thus remains a standard ladder-type frame with the three 100% differential locks and low range off-road gear reduction, and a new suspension. For the first time, there is an independent suspension with double wishbone front axle in combination with the rigid rear axle is controlled by 4 trailing arms on each side and a punch rod.
The new car keeps the G-Class DNA, the distinctive door handle and the characteristic closing sound. Door moldings, a spare wheel on the rear door, the door hinges positioned on the outside, and the prominent indicator lights. But now there are the cameras under the outside mirrors and new powerful engine under the hood. For that reason, 400mm internally vented and perforated disc brakes at the front with 6-piston aluminum fixed caliber and wider tires for better grip.
The ground clearance at the front axle is 241mm thanks to new suspension, and the driving position is very high even for my 192 cm or 6.3 inch tall.
In my hand the new Mercedes AMG G63 Edition 1, special model in the Signum Mystic white bright color. Inside a digital dashboard comprising two 12.3-inch screens with intuitive command infotainment system and touch-sensitive steering wheel scroll pads. Every model comes with a Burmester stereo and 3-zone climate control, as well as a 360-degree camera and a sunroof. Mercedes did a lot for extra sound deadening. The new dimensional concept in the interior benefits all the occupants. The increase in length, width and height provides the basis for a significantly more airy and spacious impression than in previous model. In press kit, Mercedes writes, legroom in the rear plus 150mm. Really, I could not feel it when I was sitting behind my driving position seat, but it was roomy there.
There are 35mm gap between my knees and the back of front seat, and around 60mm over my head. Shoulder room in the rear increased by 27mm and elbow room plus 56mm. The result is more comfortable for 3 passengers now in new G-Class. We are leaving the city to the country road. Last year Mercedes sold 24,000 G-Class, most of them staying in USA. But for this area, G-Class is very rare. It is too big for local narrow streets. The G-Wagon still feels like a big car on the road. Its size makes the city streets a challenge. I have most powerful G-Class in my hand. There are 5 modes to drive: slippery, individual, comfortable, sport, sport plus. Last one is very extreme. The system modifies the characteristics of engine, transmission, suspension, steering and assistance systems at the driver's behest. In sport mode, the shift points of the automatic transmission, the throttle response of the engine and the parameters of the electric steering system and exhaust flap are changed. The acceleration in sport mode is quick. Before that, you have to be sure there is enough place for braking in front. Yes, the brakes are strong,
but its 2.5-ton weight demands more anticipation. In manual mode, the transmission stays in selected gear and does not automatically shift up when the engine speed reaches the limit. The electromechanical speed-sensitive steering installed in the G33 for the first time has a variable ratio to ensure precise and authentic feedback. The steering servo assistance is reduced at high speeds and continuously increases at low speeds. In sport, the driver receives more direct feedback about the driving status. On this picture you can see how suspension works dependently about the corner and speed. The standard specification AMG Performance 4MATIC all-wheel drive features rear-biased torque distribution with front rear split at 40–60%, instead a natural 50–50. The roll rate is suitably commensurate with steering inputs, allowing you to work contact points that feel far more consistent. Likewise, with such a high center of gravity to fight against, it's not long before the front tires are sharpening with understeer. But the thing about the new G-Class is that you can accurately predict when that point will arrive and drive accordingly.
We change from Sport Plus to Comfort mode.
Ride quality is dramatically improved as well. All G-Class models will use adaptive suspension switchable through several modes. And while there remains a consistent low-frequency jostle, it's settled enough that you might now push this car to work as a long-range cruiser. And of course, the overview from the driver's seat is excellent in new G-Class.
The inconsiderable wind noise at speed, usability and refinement are now an important part of the G-Class package. Mercedes G-Class still a big, heavy and sometimes unwieldy SUV, but now it's more comfortable car for ride like never before.
No hill descent. No hill descent. We have the low range. Keep straight the steering, straight the steering.